Good morning. Welcome to Lori's DIY Life. So we are on template number 13, the arrow fold card. Interesting, we'll see. We will find out. So we are going to, of course, I've got my diamond press silicone mat down. I have some green cardstock today. I was using the white all the time, but I don't know, might as well use some colored, and it seems like it does better. That white was so thin, and this thicker stuff does seem to do better. So I'm trying to think. This may be Spellbinders. It's smooth on this side and textured on this side. So, and then of course my template will go right over here, and I'm gonna tape it down. I like to use the embossing and emboss it instead of using a pencil. And I go over this through everyone. The reason is I don't want to have to try to erase and maybe, mess up the paper, or the stuff don't want to erase right or whatever. So the embossing tool fits perfectly into the slot. So I don't have to guess if it's a little bit off or whatever. I haven't had that issue. I put the silicone mat underneath because it has enough give that I can emboss it, but not enough that it's going to cause me to rip through the paper. I have, with some of the papers, embossed it too hard and had it rip, so I have to take a more gentle hand with it than what I was doing. Because there's nothing wrong with that. It gives you the line where you want it, but for one thing, not if it's a score line, right? But the other thing is it's not a smooth cut. Okay, so make sure you're embossing score lines and cut lines and not all the mats and stuff, because it can get a little confusing. So these first ones here are the score lines, and then here you see score line, so you just kind of need to ignore that triangle there. Same thing over here. Okay, and this right here is score line. This inside one is the matte layer line. Okay, so for this one, it's the outside lines, of course. This line here, these outer and inners. I'm saying outer to this inside triangle, but really it's these two lines here, and these two lines here, and then here and here. So did I get those? I believe I did, but just make sure. And then of course you can always lift off and make sure you got them all before you undo it completely. I don't know if you can see the score lines, but now that's weird on this one. It's not as noticeable on this side. A lot of times the other side is where you need to go because your lines are more noticeable. But this one very clearly, it almost has like a sheen on it. And I finally found my big scissors, and so I won't have to use the little scissors for this. And really, this is just cutting a square. So even if you wanted to, you could just check your measurements of this square and then just do all the inside lines. Now I'm seeing that I'm going to go off, so I'm going to head towards the outside of the line. It's easier to come back and trim it. You can't add it back on, so I didn't do so good a job here. So with this one, what I'm just noticing when I go to cut it is the tip of these come all the way to the end of the card. That's why you see me get slow and kind of, I started to veer around it, but it does come all the way to the tip. Doesn't seem like it should, but if you look back at the template, you can see that tip goes all the way. A little unexpected, so when you see that, don't freak out. Okay. So this side's got just a little bit where I've messed up. Just a little teeny trim. Okay. And now we're going to go through and we're going to score everything. So score it in half. And then this is going to go in here. And this one needs to score there. And then I guess that goes down. And that should be a crisp point. So and that's the one side. do this side. Oh. So because I scored it, my score lines are already here, right? If I had traced it, my score lines would not have been here already. And I would have had to come back and score it. See, now the chips just aren't solid, but you can see when you look at the template, these score lines do not go all the way to the other ones. So you can finish those score lines. See, now that you've seen me do it, you know this. So you can finish your score lines. And there is, I always like to bring it in. Okay. So it's kind of odd. That's the way it's going to be, kind of. What if we wanted it the other way? What if we wanted our folds the other way? That would be interesting too. Actually, I kind of like it that way. Kind of like it that way. I do. I like it this way. But that's not what we're doing. I guess I'm following the templates and doing it the way they said. So that's your card there. I guess that's the card. Like that. Alright, so I could just bring in my Crafter's Companions, or I've got these. Where did these come from? And these are not the same. Well, yeah, they are. I'm wondering, could these possibly be the Anna Griffin? How do they create 8? Did I accidentally keep these out? I don't want to use these. They're too good. It's too good cardstock for matte layers to me. I like to use my thinner papers for mats and layers. And I got also these paper packs that I got from Dollar Tree. And there's some really interesting stuff in here. So I think I'm going to try to use, not for matte layer, but more for this extra and the embellishments. And maybe I will see if I can use it for mats and layers. Let's see. They had 3 different kinds when I went in. And there's a lot of this stuff. Here's some yellows, and they're thick. I don't know how well these would take to being embossed. And I don't know what that is, but it's an embossing on it in the blue. I like these. That's just a purple textured. These, I don't know. I should have had this figured out, huh? I don't know about this paper. Here's brown. I like, now this is like, what color would you call that? It's sort of like a maroon or a purpley kind of brown. And then that one doesn't have enough. And then I've got like brown. I like the way these look up against that green. So I think I'm going to use these for these smaller ones. What would I do for in here though? Because they're not big enough for that. That fits in there nice. And then I could use this one for the embellishment piece. Or this one might, let me see. So there's a big mat, and this is the one here. But that's, like I said, I could just use that one that's there. Then this one will be my next issue. Because I don't think I have a piece of paper quite big enough for that. Well, it might. Honestly, it's just gonna do it. Just. So what I need to do is line that up there. And I need to move the card. I believe there were two of these. Okay, I'm going to line this up from corner to corner. And then, embossing tool, where'd you go? I'll grab the other one. I'm not going to sit here, wait. So then this is going to be my point. I don't know if this is going to emboss. I might have to come back and trace that. No, it embossed. Grab my scissors here. Let's see. We'll find out. About this paper now. My paper's getting ready to slide. Okay. It's not quite the... Look, it looks good, right? And then if this one's down here, I think... And then, what I do with the browns? The purpley, honestly, these two can go in there. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do the other matte layers in this. Yeah, that's way too big. Okay. And this stuff's pretty thick. Okay. Check it. Yes, my score lines are in there. Ooh, look at this one. This one has a big leaf in it. Wouldn't this have been awesome at Thanksgiving? This paper. Okay. I knew I loved this paper. Now that I'm thinking about Thanksgiving and the fall, I'm thinking, you know, I think I'm gonna have to go look for more of this. There's one. Okay, I guess it's just time to start gluing it down now. Oh, look. I had the wrong side peeking out. And then here. And, oh, there we go. And there. Like that. And then we have the other embellishment piece. See, there's that one. You can always take another piece, just make it a little bit bigger, and stick it back behind. I like this. I am going to glue this on. Now I have to decide which side I want. Do I want the more speckly side or the quieter side? I'm going to use the specklier side, and I'll tell you why. This has some coming up here, and I don't want that to be an issue. So I'll just glue it down. This always reminds me of, you know, there was a time everybody was, not everybody, I never did it, but people were making their own paper. And it was pretty thick stuff. And you saw all them fibers and stuff in there. I'm just letting that glue get a hold of it. It's pretty textured. I do think I'll get more if I think I'm going to be doing a lot today. A lot of running and stuff. So if I happen to see more paper with more packs just with these scraps in it, I think I'm going to snatch them. I don't know if they all are different or what. I don't know, but this is pretty good. Okay, so this needs to go this way. I don't know if I want to put the top on first. Yeah. I'll tell you why, because I'm afraid if there's glue that's going to be squeezing out from here, and I'm trying to push the top one down, it'll squeeze it and make these stick. So I'm going to go ahead and do this top one. And like I said, if you don't like all them leaves showing through and all the speckles, you just get a little bit there on this end. I like to see that. I think it gives it a lot of character. Now I'm gonna feel like I should be saving this card base for the fall, right? That's a long time to hold it. It's kind of weird because now I gotta hold it down and get this on at the same time. I do want it as centered as I possibly can get it. See, to get this down, I gotta push down. So if I had just put some here and there was any glue gonna seep out or whatever, it would be making it stick. Be stocking up and stashing up this paper for fall. Oh my goodness. Well, it's $1.25 a pack, and it's got all these weird little scraps and things in it. What if they had some with flowers in it? Oh, that would be awesome. I don't know. I don't know if it is showing on there just how good this looks. Just how awesome this paper is. I hope it sticks down good. I think it's time to get another glue. I've got so many half bottles of glue that just got clogged up or whatever, and if I'm doing a video, I just grab another one, so I gotta deal with that disaster area too. Okay. Let's get this on. And I'm gonna do it from the side. Try to get it centered. Okay. That's gotta fold back, and I gotta push that in. Pull this up, push that in. I guess that's the way to do it. Look at the outside and make sure it lines up well. And that extra glue is just rubbing off this textured paper like it's nothing. So that's good. This paper's actually gluing down pretty good. Okay, so this one is gonna need to go like that. So I'm gonna have to look at this one and line it up and stuff to put this one down. Come on. Oh, come on. just needs this little bit. There we go. There's plenty in there, it's just getting it to come down, right? Alrighty. And it needs to come up, not that far up. And I think that's about right. And that needs to go in. So there we go. See where that paper's wanting to come off? Up there, over that. There we go. Look. I love it. And then we have an embellishment piece, and this paper. So would this paper look good? Or would this paper look good? Man, really, you could do both. I'm gonna use this purpley brown. And there's the embellishment. So I'm gonna now in this instance, with all the texture and everything, if this ripped and gave off that rough, it wouldn't be bad, but you watch, this paper won't be the kind that will rip. No. Not easily anyways. And I'm gonna really go in there. Not even close to gonna rip. Okay, so this is where you need the smaller scissors, right? 'Cause this paper's weird. Oh, no wonder. There's two pieces. Darn. This paper's really thin then. This might have ripped if I'd only had the one piece. Well, I better cut it. And I better get my little scissors. So I can do the whole fussy cutting thing. I'm not being as careful as I should. I think the video might be taking long. It is again very early in the morning, and I don't know why. Why do I keep getting up early? So early. It's a little bit heavy because that leaf card, I got really quiet when I had to cut this out, huh? I didn't do a great job, but there it is. It does need another layer. I would do white before I put whatever embellishment or whatever down. It feels, it's got a weird feel to it. A good feel, but it's almost feels fuzzy. I don't know. Like something. Okay, I guess I'll glue it down. First, I'm gonna try to round that a little bit better. All right. Do you see that this glue is trying to dry up really fast on here? That's odd. It's just going clear really, really fast on this paper. Paper's soaking it in. Yeah, look at it. Is that lined up right? Or I don't think it's gonna move very long. There we go. All right. Wow. I love the paper. I don't know about the card blank. It's a little odd for this to be the front and it just, see in this, it doesn't show. It kind of shows that it leans down, but not so much as it really does. I mean, that's quite a lean. You have to look at the card from the other, from down. It looks good when it's like this. That looks better, I guess, but I don't know. I like the idea of it. You just don't like the way it stands. You almost want to put a support underneath here or something to get it to stand up more, you know. Oh wow. Okay, so there is template number 13, the arrow fold card. Using these cool papers in the background. It may be personal taste. You might not like it, but I love it. I really love it. Like I said, especially if you're going to do fall cards, that'll be awesome, amazing. All right. That's my video. Thank you for joining me. If you like my channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. That's it for now. Thank you. Come back again. Bye-bye.